Happy Earth Day. I brought you outdoors. It's a little windy, so I had to find a discreet, that's why I'm in a tree, or in a bush, as it were. I filmed in the park, but it was a bit too busy and very windy, so you couldn't really hear. And what I wanted to do today for Earth Day, and you don't have to do it outside. I'd love if you did. I've got my shoes off so I can feel the earth. But you can do it anywhere. This is one of those meditations, like I always say in class, I want you to be able to meditate anywhere. Maybe not while you're driving. Keep your eyes on the road. Stay aware there. But in the midst of chaos, whatever that may be, dogs barking, you might hear that in the background, kids screaming, adults screaming. You want to be able to find that peace and that steadiness. So I came outside because it is Earth Day, and I love getting in touch with the earth. But I want to take you through a sensory meditation, and it's a very simple meditation. You can watch the video and then do it later, or you can move through the steps with me here. But it's very simple, so you'll be able to watch it once and be able to do it whenever you'd like. So it's based on those 5 senses, and we're going to use those to come into the present moment and just kind of find that peace and I want you to approach this one with a sense of, some people are going to say this is cheesy, but childlike wonder. Just the wonder at the senses and what they bring to you. And so as always, while I'm in this tree, I did check the tree for snakes. There are a lot of other creepy crawlies, so if you see something crawling on me at any point, it won't do any good to say so. I'll probably feel it. But I'm going to try to get as comfortable as possible. So take a moment here and just allow the mind to quiet and notice the breath. It's not one of the senses, but it's something we like to use to bring ourselves into that present moment and begin our mindfulness. So simply observe the breath. Allow the mind to quiet. The breath, hopefully, if you're outdoors, there might be some allergy issues, but hopefully to flow easily. We'll go ahead and start the meditation. And like I said, it's a really simple meditation. I'm going to take you through the 5 senses. We'll start with sight, then we'll move to sound, we'll move to the sense of touch, of feeling, and the sense of smell, and the sense of taste. Now some of those can be a little harder to access. If you're eating, it's easier to taste something, but I don't want you to strain into any of it. So when we get to that sense of taste, if you don't readily taste something, it doesn't have to be profound. You don't have to taste a cinnamon roll like you're eating it just then, but you might have a little peppermint taste from the toothpaste you used this morning, or a little bit of lunch, or maybe it's just the taste of your breath, and hopefully that's pleasant, but it doesn't have to be. So let's start with that sense of sight. So eyes have to be open here. And all I want you to do is look around you. You get to move during this meditation. So you can wiggle or you can pace if that helps you. Use those eyes to look around you. And I want you to observe 5 distinct things. You can name them out loud, or you can just say them to yourself. But focus on that sense of sight. Look around you. Observe 5 things, list them, and just be with them for a moment. You can count on your hands, I am. we'll move on to that sense of hearing. Now, there's a lot going on outside right now, so there's a lot to hear. But no matter where you are, even if you're in the house, it may be a low hum, like an electrical hum, or the air conditioner. Maybe you can hear a breeze outside. Name 4 distinct things that you can hear right now. And don't struggle to do so, just observe. And really focus. You can close your eyes here if it helps. Sometimes it does. Focus on that sense of hearing. Those distinct sounds you observe in your environment. And then come to that sense of touch. So sense of touch, you might immediately think you need to touch yourself or touch something else, and obviously you can. Like I said, you can walk around if you'd like. You can feel things, but you can also just close your eyes, maybe feel the sensation of the clothing touching your body, feel your feet on the earth or in your shoes or socks, feel your breath as it brushes over your upper lip or through your lips. So take a moment this time, name 3 things, either to yourself or aloud, that you can feel. Now come to that sense of smell. This is one of those, again, can be a little difficult to notice at times, especially when the other senses are really fired up. So bring your awareness to the nose, to that sense of smell, and take a moment to name 2 things. And really be with those 2 things. Enjoy those 2 things. You may take a moment to find something. And give it any name you wish. So there may be an indistinct smell, but there's something there. Give it any name you wish. And just observe. Lastly, you come to that sense of taste. So this one again, unless you're in the kitchen, you can just stick something in your mouth and you taste it. It can be a little hard sometimes to notice anything, but there's generally some sort of taste there. So take a moment now. You might close your eyes, kind of shut off the other senses if you'd like, and name 1 sense of taste that you notice. And that sense of taste, as we know, is intimately linked with that sense of smell. So they might be one and the same. that's it. Just getting in touch with those five senses, one step at a time. So isolating to really enjoy them, to really savor them, perhaps find pleasure in them, even in simple sights, sounds, things we see every day that maybe we don't notice or take a moment to relish. And that's what I wanted to offer today. Just a moment to quiet the mind, work with what we've got and what's around us, to find pleasure, find enjoyment, to find that calm and that mindfulness in our day-to-day practice. So again, you can do this anywhere. Just isolate the senses, take a mindful look at your day through all the senses provided to you. And thank you so much. Please, in the comments, I'll place, not that you need to know, but I'll place the things I listed, the things I found in my environment through my senses. And you're welcome to do the same. You certainly don't have to, but I'd love to hear them. I'd love to hear what you got to enjoy or find that maybe you didn't notice before. Or maybe they were all very familiar, but hopefully in some way comforting, maybe even newly comforting. Thank you so much. Namaste.